Hello and welcome to the Stover Farm channel. I'm so glad to have you here with us, and welcome back into the studio. This is my second go around on camera, and I'm so sorry. Please do not run and hide. We've got work to do, and we need to get right into it because a couple of days ago, I blew up my shop, completely got rid of it, and I think all of us do this fairly frequently in like a simulation game. We get new mods and we say, make it a little better, and then before you know it, you've completely redesigned your map. I haven't done that. We're still working out of no man's land. This is still Meadowlands, Wisconsin. This really isn't a speed build, but it kind of is. I don't know. It's more like, let's rebuild the shop and then let's do equipment Tetris, because I've got all my stuff out and about. Enough talking. Let's just get right into it. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here is the game. And I'm going to do one thing and show you what I do. I am running a Mac, so I am fortunate enough to be able to run the console commands. I'm going to actually open that. I'm using the tilde button on the Mac screen. And I'm going to type this command in here, GS wildlife toggle. That is going to enable false. And what that is doing, it's turning off all the deer, all the birds that just spawn out of nowhere in the game. I have found significant performance increases by doing that. I've got settings on this around, I think we're running high to sometimes like extreme. I guess that wouldn't be the right term for it, but you get the idea, at about 2560. So I'm running 1440 on the game on a Mac Studio. And I've just found that if I can turn certain things off in the game, I get significantly better performance. I don't know why. I'm sure that's not the case for everyone, but I thought I'd just show it to you as I run across the field. And we are in no man's land. This map was created by Alien Jim, released a while ago, and I kind of had a bit of a renaissance with it when I was getting bored with the game and thought, what the heck, could I maybe farm the entire map? So there's a whole series on this where we've gone and added all these fields. One farm the map, we're calling it Meadowlands, and this is where my shop was. We've actually, together as a channel, have spent a lot of time in this area. We've rebuilt this shop probably twice now. This will be the third time. Yeah, and you can see all of my equipment hanging around. So what in the heck should we do here? Let's go ahead and get into the game editor mode, and you can see where we're at. If you're interested in downloading the save game of this, it is on my itch.io page. I've got a list of mods that go with it that you would need to download. The reality, I've learned my lesson on that. I need to have fewer mods in a save game for you all. But just downloading that save game, you're going to get the terrain file, so you're going to get all of the fields that we've built in here, and I think it's fairly interesting. You can see all of the four-wheel drive trails up in the distance. And I've gone back and forth on the amount of acreage in here. I've been using Thundar's conversion and doing some calculations. And at first, I was getting like 2,000 acres, but then someone commented and they said, well, a standard map is only a little over 1,000 acres, so there's no way that I'm at 2,000. I don't know. At this point, I'm just going to say there's a lot of acreage for one farm. And yes, we are going to be planting very soon, but we got to fix this. I like this shop. I couldn't tell you where this is from, though. It is called the Michigan Farms 56 by 96 tool shed mod. It is a Mac or PC mod only. It's not all platform, but I really like it. I don't like it there, though. This is where we've got to get things. And I'll run you through the yard real fast. So you come in to the main entrance over here. My house, Meg and I, we live right up here. There's the horse stables. Again, we got tons of money here, folks. Just don't need to worry about it. Don't worry, $400,000 we'll add to that here. We'll just use some easy dev. Some nice tiered fields here. We've got, sheds kind of strewn all over the place. And this is the head shed right there. We've got planters and stuff all over the place. But I gotta fix this. And this is, kind of at the highest point of the map. Everything slopes down. You get down into the cattle farm. We've also got some dairy cattle over here. You've seen the map, but just wanted to, again, give you a little idea of where the heck we're at. And I think I need to get out of this idea that you've got to have, like, everything square and perfect. You can see how I had this set up here. Like, it had a very clear place to go, and it had these nice curves or angles to it. And I've been trying to put this down, and it's like, where does it go? And I don't know. So I think I'm actually going to break all my rules and drop it down sideways, like this. And should we even do that color? Yeah, everything is red around here, so let's just drop that down. Let's go right here with it. And why did I do that? Well, now I'm going to have to smooth out this area a little bit over here. I can get rid of this fencing, but I love this shop. I can't get in there. I got to come over here. Stand by. And I like this shop for a couple of reasons. A, it's a little smaller. It just feels cozy on the inside, too. Really, really nice decorations. And I love the mod maker of this because they, like me, they don't care what color you're in. Red or green, you got a lot of red over here. You got some green over here. And that is pretty much the way this farm runs. So I'm going to drop that like this. Like that. And let's go back into the map editor, the game editor. Where do we go from here, folks? Okay, so in the original build, I had this massive, and I'll show it to you. It's in here. It's called the American... Where is it at? It's called the American Shed with Lounge. You can see how huge this thing was. It dwarfs what I just put down, and it was great. It's a great mod. It's all platform. But we had to do some work on the inside of it to kind of make it the way I wanted to. I wanted some seed and fertilizer storage. I still want to have that, so I think we'll come in. Let me see in tools. What are we looking for? I need just an area to put seed and fertilizer. And I've got something in mind. I've just got to find it right there. I absolutely love this shed. I wonder... Yeah, okay, let's do this. Let's put this like this. And I'm not going to butt it right up because I want to be able to walk through there, but I might have to turn off my overlapping. No, I think we'll be fine. Let's drop that right there. And then... Let's go ahead and fix this over here first, because this is going to drive me insane. So we're going to come into the demo tool, and I need to get rid of these fences. And these fences right here, these are... I can't remember the exact name for them. They're like pasture fence. They are the hardest fence to get rid of in this game. I don't know why. You gotta like get right on the barbed wire to delete it. On any other fence, you can just like hit the demolish button and just take the entire fence out in one swoop. These, they do not work well that way. So let's get rid of that light pole. I feel like we need to delete this stuff. So these are rocks. Just placeable rocks. Nothing too spectacular about them. And get rid of the light pole. And I think these are like a wash additive. I don't know. I think those are items that purchasable items. So I'll probably have to delete those when I'm not in the game editor. Let's come in here to landscaping and do a little bit of painting. And this is a hard, like, build series because usually we start fresh. If you see any of my speed builds, like, we start with nothing. And I've, you know, go from, like, just blank space to ultimately a finished farm or a house or a cottage, you name it. Here, like, I can't blow everything up, so I've got to be kind of cautious. Let's get our grass laid down. Okay. And I think, you know, I'm going to have to kind of forget that this was a nice pathway. I think it can probably stay, but getting away from these, like, super straight angles. Build a little curve right there. And I will mention, so while this might not be a speed build, I am doing this exactly how we traditionally do it. Like, I did not build this to begin with and then delete it and hit record so that I could have, like, this super clean video. I have no clue what I'm doing right now. I have no idea what this is going to turn into. This could absolutely be terrible when all is said and done. I hope it's not, but you know, you and I will be the first to know if it is. Put some grass down. And this is all just the base meadow grass from No Man's Land. Nothing too special about that, although I do have, and I think I've made a mention of it before in some past videos, a mod that came from the Maze Plus Discord server and from the creators of Maze Plus. That is a drag and drop standalone mod for plants. And you can see it kind of down here. Paintable Foliage Extended mod. Again, that was from the Maze Plus Discord server. Go check it out. Really, really nice. Some just extra textures here and there. I know if you're, you know, a modder or you're on a Mac or PC, it's very easy to add these other textures. I've said it before, I'm not a modder. I am awful when it comes to XML files and like seeing what I need to do. I'm also on Mac, and Mac makes it very difficult to recompress those files. I've yet to be able to take a game mod, open the XML, make a basic edit, save it or recompress it in Mac, and get it back into the game successfully. The game never recognizes it. So I think it's something with the way the Mac file system works. Just not let you do it. Okay. Let's fix. I feel better now that I've got kind of the ground fixed a little bit. And I actually don't hate this. And I say that because there are times I've built some maps where you go in and I absolutely hate what I did. I couldn't tell you why. It just didn't feel right. We do need to fix this, though. When I placed this shop down, you all know how the auto leveling can go. So we need to go into landscaping, sculpting, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. So I'm going to make this. I don't want to just smooth it off right there because then, because I don't want, water to run all down into my shed, my nice new shop, we move myself out of the way. Let's go back into landscaping. Let's grab the softening tool. Well, now I'll just soften this up. Nice and soft. Not a very heavy strength on that tool. And I don't know about you, but I find that this game really, it's multiple games in one. You can role play, you can do farming. The building aspect in the game editor is so much fun. I really, really, truly enjoy it. I can spend hours just in a map, building things. Okay. There we go. We've got to do something out here. I want to smooth this down. While I'm already in that tool, let's just smooth this down. And I don't want things to be perfect. Farms in real life, they've got, there's weeds all over the place. So let's come in, let's grab some little weeds, some bush, and we'll just put these around various locations. Maybe come into some of the higher weedy grass that I've got. I'm just gonna sprinkle that in there. Happy weeds all through there. And I do like, sometimes I'll come into painting and I'll get a little bit of dirt, and I'll go into like the smallest. I'll just put a little bit of dirt in here. There we go. And I gotta remember too, I've got my Ag Director 4 monitor up in the upper right hand corner of the screen, so you all can see me. So I gotta be cautious. I can't like pick my nose or anything like that. Yeah, and I know I'm pretty disheveled. I need to shave. I've got got the kind of some stubble growing in there. Gotta take care of that. Never was meant to be on camera. But I'm enjoying it. It pushes me outside of my comfort level a little bit. Again, I think the majority of people don't love to hear themselves or see themselves on camera. So, almost forcing yourself to do it, it just, gets you out of your comfort zone. So I hope you don't mind. Let's see here. What do I need to do? There we go. Soften this just a little more. There we go. And this is a fairly big open area, which I think is good. We've got the other buildings around. I was packing way too much in that old shed. So you can see over there, we've kind of got some construction equipment. We've got the cart over here. I said, okay, I got to bring this up. I said I can't scratch my nose, pick my nose. The moment I said that, nose starts itching. Unbelievable. There's the head shed. So we don't have to put a ton of stuff out here. What I do want though, so I love, let's jump back into the game. I love this shop over here because there is an office. Really, really nice office too. Bathroom, a little workstation. This will take you out into the garage and you can see where, I put too much grass down. I'll have to go and fix that. I forgot about that with this mod. If you're not careful, the grass will fix that. As well. Let's take a look. Yeah, it did. Okay, well, I gotta fix that. So just don't pay any attention to that. I love that shop right there because of that. But it's probably going to be filled with fertilizer and seeds. And I want a place to park my truck. I want my truck to be inside. We are in Wisconsin. So I like to have a little garage. And Legacy Ag has a awesome awesome all-platform mod that it's come out. I think it's in Tools. Is it in Tools? Yeah, right there. This is a great, great little mod. I think we can change the color. Yes, we can. So I can get red out of it. Can I get a darker red? It's too dark of red. There we go. And it's just really, really nice. And I feel like this is somewhere I could maybe get by with sticking one of these like right on the side of something. I want to put my truck in here when it snows. Very important. Let me walk up. I had to move myself out of the way there. Let's go back. Where was that? Legacy Ag, where are you? There we go. I hit the C key on the keyboard, and that's going to turn on snapping. And I'm just going to try and line that up right there. I don't want to go all the way in, right? That would clip into the barn or into the shop, but I don't want to be too far out. I just want to line it up like it's part of the building. It's not terrible. There's a little bit of a gap there. That's fine. It can be a standalone building. But now I've got kind of the horseshoe shape for this. I can park my truck in here. Let's start getting equipment back into these barns. So let's come in here. Again, really, really nice shop. We've got got an equipment trigger. Where the heck I You've done this where you forget where you put things. Let's go into the map. Let's let it save. Always let this game save, by the way. I did get rid of the auto save. There was a mod for auto saving. Caused a lot of issues for me. What's that? That's okay. That's my 7.3 Power Stroke. There it is. Let's go get this truck and get it back to the shop. Now my truck is in the garage in case it snows. Now we get Equipment Tetris. If you ever, well, everyone has played Equipment Tetris before. It is an amazing game. And it's like the third game within Farm Sim. What the heck is going on there? We got to fix that. Come on. There we go. And while we're at it, let's go into... Oh, did you hear the Yeti? The Yeti yells. I think that's a Yeti. I think that's what Alien Jim put in this game, but it will scare the heck out of you when you're playing at night and you don't know that it's going to go... Oh, what am I doing? Focus, Stover. You're not on the clock, but you are on the clock. Focus, focus, focus. Landscaping, painting... Let's grab a little bit of gravel dust and let's fix this right along this edge here. Just put a nice little thing of gravel. I absolutely hate having that grass clipping into my shed. I do not like that at all. And we'll do the same thing over here. Excellent. And we should probably put some trees in here. I'm not going to do anything else crazy right there. Again, that was building. But I think I'm just going to be happy with some trees. And I want to be cognizant. I don't want to put them too close because then you can't get equipment through here. And I also want to be kind of cognizant that I'm not clipping through the buildings, although I inevitably do. all the time we'll end up clipping through a building. And then maybe one of the things that I hate, and I still do it, but you know, you have trees and you put like a row of trees and they're all in the same orientation. I like things to just be kind of random. You know what? Let's do some more plants in here. There we go. I like that. I do. Now, I want to mess this up a little bit. And when I mean mess it up, I don't like things to be so perfect that, you know, everything looks like it's surgically awesome. So I come in, I like to take, because you can come up here and see this, like you can see where over here in the other parts of the farm area, the gravel, it's not perfect. So I will just choose some paths, some gravel or some type of ground cover, and I'll just start moving the mouse randomly all over the place to try and get that the gravel just to look more real. And then change color, something slightly different. I love the gravel grass layer. You know, and then if you want to really get super detailed with it, come in and just like go to a very small brush and just sporadically in some of those areas that are the gravel grass, I think that's what it was called, just start putting down little specks of actual grass. And I believe this particular grass does not grow this option here, so this is going to stay this height. Again, just feels a little more realistic. And you could even role play something like that, where you come in and, you know, put like a grass color down in your shop area. And let's come in. Let's get some painting in here. I think I'm gonna do this. Again, just to kind of break up the gravel that's there, and then probably come back into the plants and fill that in. And, you know, there's going to be different types of opinions on this. Some are going to say, oh, that's really, you know, that's cool. I like the messiness. Others are like, oh, man, I can't stand that. There's no right or wrong way to do it, folks. Just whatever makes you happy. And I might do something similar right here, too. So coming into the plants, painting, I'm going to choose that, I think it's dry grass. Yep, dry grass. I'm just right here. Just have a little area where there's some grass popping out. And I'm really happy with that. I didn't think I was going to come up with a solution that I liked. But I don't hate this. It's different than what I had before. Well, let's get the equipment in. So really get down to brass tacks here. Let's see if we can fit the equipment in. So what in the heck we need to do? That is the door for the combines. So we need to get the combines in that side. Will it fit? This is where I tend to get a little nervous because I typically run these hopper extensions, and this one is, I think, a Prairie Big Top, and I'm always a little worried about collisions. Nope, it's going to fit. No issues whatsoever. I was a little worried about that. So let's get this right up against this wall. Again, this is equipment Tetris. We've got 2 combines we have to get in here. I don't know if I have a folding auger on that or not. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's grab the other combine. This is the Reaper. Where'd he go? There he is. The Reaper 1500 with an extremely unrealistic hopper on the back. No issues fitting, though, because it's pretty low profile. In fact, it looks like the base, case topper on it. You have to open it. And it does have a folding auger on the back. Very nice. So that'll fit. I've got these red equipment in front of the green pictures. That's okay. Again, the maker of this mod did not care what color you drive. I would like to now get my big four-wheel drive. So this Steiger with the triples on it moved in. I don't know if I could have made a huge mistake in changing this shop up. That American shed with lounge was huge, and you could fit everything in there. I hope I didn't make a mistake. Steiger goes right in, no issues. And then that John Deere, that big four-wheel drive John Deere. Again, I could not find it earlier. So let's just take a look. Do I have anything out in the fields? What is that? That's a 9630. So let's grab him. Hey, little buddy, what you doing out here? I think, driving around, testing audio. You make changes to your setup. You get comfortable playing the game, recording one way, and then you change some things. And I'm always worried about the audio mix, that you don't have, the sound of the equipment is like completely overpowering the microphone or vice versa. And I just was testing some stuff out. So I ended up having just stuff all over the farm because I was driving it. And this guy is an older 9000 series. Actually, I had someone comment on this, the way John Deere, they used to name their tractors with, maybe they still do, with the series. So this isn't a 9630. It's a 9 series. And that would be 630 horse, and that's not correct. I thought that there was a rhyme or reason to how Deere would name these tractors, and maybe it's better now. Long story short, this is an older machine. It's not like a new 9R. But I love the look of these old machines. It's not too old. It's probably like, what, mid-2000s, I would think. I think it's a 530 horsepower. Big iron. Okay, so those fit in there just fine. Let's get... I wonder if this... Where is it? My cedar over here, this John Deere cedar, is extremely tall. Like, this thing is just obnoxiously tall. I don't know if it will fit. I could foresee this hitting, having some type of collision on the doorway into this shed. But let's see. No, that is not going to fit. I can actually see it clipping up there. Okay. So let's leave... I guess we'll have to leave this cedar out just for the time being. But I will put this 6120 in the shop. And we'll jump out, and I'll show you the manual attach mod here real fast. So you jump out. You hold down Z. That disconnects the hydraulics. You hit Q on the keyboard. And that drops the implement. It's just a little extra step that, you know, just adds a little bit of realism. Not a ton, but traditionally, you know, with the base game settings, you would just back up to your implement, and while you're in there, you get the command to attach, and you could hit whatever, you know, key you have mapped to that, and it would... What am I stuck? There we go. I was stuck in the wall. So I like the manual attach. It gives, it makes you do a little bit more, and I didn't get annoyed by it. I was actually really surprised by that. I thought I might be annoyed by it, but I have absolutely have not been. The Welker 8950, absolutely love it. The Magnum. Let's get it into the shop. Tetris. We have plenty of room, although I do have semi-trucks that I need to get in here. So let's do this. Let me back this guy up all the way and turn. And maybe we'll take this right, put the hitch right on that rear tire of that combine. And we'll grab the peat first. I did not get that in straight, so let's pull it back out here. And one thing I do notice, so I'm seeing a little bit of chop come on my screen. You get all of these objects together in one place, and it can really tax your system. There we go. Let's grab the Volvo with the blacktop. Wilson, these are identical trailers. I don't even know why I have two trailers. They're both unrealistic capacities, but I don't know, it's just cool to have multiple trucks. And this Volvo is just awesome. I love the sound. Except for the Jake. It sounds like the motor is going to implode when it's on the Jakes. Yeah. Alright, get that in here. Did it fit? Yep. No issues whatsoever. Do we have room? Barely. it kind of fit. I might have put that weight. Do I have any room up here? Yeah, we can go forward, so we can do this correct here. Pull this a little bit forward, so that weight is not going through the back of my trailer. All right, what else do we have? We've got yes. this seed tender, nurse trailer, which is actually, you look at this and you're probably like, where do I get this mod? They're all platform mods. I just got them on the back of a low-deck trailer. I am 99% certain, other than the Kenworth, which is a Mac or PC only mod, and it sounds spectacular. It's got a pretty certain big screaming Detroit in it. And oh god, why am I'm like teetering. Hold on. But these mods that are on the back of this trailer, you can just download from the in-game mod hub, get them on the back of a lowboy, and then just strap them down. And it's, you take a look at it. So you've got a seed tender, you've got fertilizer or whatever you're going to spray in your field, diesel, and then I got a four-wheeler back there that you can take back and forth. So pretty cool. And we would definitely want to have this in some type of heated shed. Okay. And yes, you can already see I kind of cheated a little earlier. I moved some stuff around. I already put those guys in there, but that's where we're going to go. That's why I had them going. I wanted to separate the, fertilizer and seed equipment, or fertilizer sprayers. Just get those in another building. What do we got? This is a service truck with a Thunder on the back. Let's put that next to the nurse trailer. Alrighty. Now we are down to, I think, all the seeders. Because these implements over here, they would all stay outside. I'm leaving these out. They're just, diskers and cultivators. See, did you see that right there? Did you see, as I ran by that diesel tank, I had a major just little hiccup of the game. It went from like pretty decent, and we can check this out. So you can come in here, and you can see I've got an air running LUA method draw. But what is that for? Get motor load percentage. So that could have done it, maybe. I don't know what that's from. Get motor load percentage on the Volvo, potentially. I don't know. Again, I am not a modder, and I am not a mod maker. So, if anyone is watching and sees that, you can let me know what the heck that meant. I do not know. Let's put this over here. In the shop. We're filling it up in here. But it fit. That stays out. And then lastly, I've got this Maverick, or Lizard the Beast. Oh, I looked over. So I'm not, I got my Ag Director 4 monitor up there to my right, and I you know, I've got to be careful. Like I said, I don't pick my nose or anything like that. I looked over and I crashed. I gotta just focus. Gotta focus, Stover. Put this over here. And then we'll grab this quad track with the big 2150 on the back of it. I completely failed there. It's okay. And surprisingly, tons of room. So I'm just going to do that. Leave that like that. I mean, I would probably want to get the quad track in the heated shed. But for now, I mean, we cut down on our square footage significantly by going to this smaller shop. And I guess you can see how much room I was actually wasting with that big shop. And everything is in here that needs to be in here right now. And I'm really, really happy with that. So there it was. We, you know, rebuilt my work area, which was blown up a couple days ago. And then we played a game of equipment Tetris. A couple things didn't fit. That's okay. We'll figure something out. This cedar is just unusually tall. And there were some collisions on that. And that'll do it for tonight. Thank you so much for coming and checking out this video. I really appreciate your time. If you would, tell me what you think. Tell me if you'd like to see something. I had a great suggestion. Do a small farm, but limit your horsepower. No tractors over 150 horsepower. Channel member said it's one of the more difficult challenges you can do in the game. Because, well, you don't have enough power. Appreciate you being here with us. We'll see you next time, right here on the farm with the Stovers.